Hi, it's Ruth here. I'm from Australia and I'm going to show you how to approach articles, use articles, understand articles better in English. This lesson is more suitable for intermediate to advanced learners of English. When you use articles in English, you need to ask three important questions. Is the noun general or specific? Are you talking about a general idea or thing, or are you referring to a particular thing? Is the noun plural or singular? In other words, are there many, or is it just one? And the final question is the noun countable or uncountable? This can be a problem when you learn English. It will become clear. Think about a bowl of fruit. Now, I've just grabbed my bowl of fruit from the kitchen. You can see I've got an apple, I've got a banana, a lemon is hiding at the back here. There is a pear here, as you can see. And finally, a passion fruit, which is from my own garden. So, when you ask for some fruit, do you want one piece of fruit? For example, I want a banana. Oh, hang on, I've changed my mind. I'd rather have an orange. An orange. So you use the article a or an, meaning one. Do you want a particular piece of fruit? I mean, I've got, I think, 4 apples here. 4 apples. Notice it's plural and countable. If I want this one at the front, this one, I might say to my host, oh, I want the apple at the front. Or I can say, I want that apple and point. But because I mean a particular one, if I'm using an article, I need the. I want the apple at the front. I want the apple next to the orange. And here are some other examples. I want the orange on top, or the apple there on the right. So that's the first question. Is the noun general or specific? If you don't care which apple you want, you just use a or an. If you do care and it's specific, a particular banana or apple or orange, then you need the. I want the banana on top. The next question was, is it plural or singular? All of these pieces of fruit can be singular or plural. So if you just want one, of course, a or an. If you want more than one, you need to use a number. I'd like 2 apples. And the final question I want you to think about is whether the noun is countable or uncountable. Now, there's a reason I'm using fruit as an example. Bananas, apples, oranges, lemons, pears, they are all countable nouns. They can be singular and plural with an S. So when you combine general plus countable, think about it. It could be any apple or any banana. The correct use is no article and we make it plural. For example, bananas are full of potassium. I don't mean a particular banana, I mean all bananas in general. Plural and no article. Fruit Fruit, on the other hand, is an uncountable noun. So it's never with an S for plural, never, and it's never using a or an. For example, fruit is an important source of fibre, and Jerry sells fruit and vegetables. Have a look at that last sentence. You'll notice fruit, no article, general, uncountable. Vegetables, no article as well, but it's countable, so we need S for plural. So what were those three questions? Is the noun general or specific? Is it plural or singular? Is it countable or uncountable? Now it gets a little bit complicated. If you can think about those three questions, then you want to think about how to combine them. This is like learning maths. If it's general and countable, there's no article and it's plural. Bananas are full of potassium. If it's general and uncountable, there's no article and it's singular. Rice is eaten primarily in Asia. Rice, general and uncountable. If it's general and countable and singular, you need a or an. I want a banana. If it's general and countable and plural, you usually will need a quantifier like a number. I want 2 apples. I need some apples for my cake. 2 or some are quantifiers. And we need S for plural. And of course there are so many combinations that it would just be too boring to go through all of them. But try to think about this by yourself and try to analyze your reading to see what type of combinations there are. And hopefully you will understand English more implicitly and it will become more natural. Let's look at some real examples. So this is a real paragraph. Let me just move my face out of the way. In the 21st century, we don't mean any century. We're referring to a particular century. So we must use the. A number of undesirable practices have emerged. A number. We don't know the number, but it's countable. So it's countable, it's singular, it's general, we need a. The next one, you have to be careful. It's a compound noun, mobile phone usage. But you just focus on the last one. Usage is uncountable. Uncountable, general, no article. Now I won't go through all of them. You can pause the video and look at it at your leisure. Let's look at just a couple more. Many members. Countable, plural. So we must have S, and usually we need a quantifier. In this case it's many. Let's go down to this one. This is very common in writing in English. The intrusion of mobile phone conversations. The main noun here is intrusion. And intrusion is made specific because we mean a certain or particular type of intrusion. What is the type? It is when a mobile phone conversation intrudes. So we must have the intrusion because we're referring to a specific type of intrusion. The next several are the same. One sits in a restaurant, a lecture, or just in a quiet place. We don't care which restaurant or what type of lecture or which public place. It could be any restaurant or any lecture or any public place that is quiet. So you need a, an indefinite article. So I really hope that that has helped you understand English articles a bit better. I realise it was for more advanced learners, but even the most advanced learners, in my experience, still have problems with articles. Thank you.